Hi folks, I'm Tim. Welcome to the Restoration Couple. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at a new wood finish. I haven't tried this one before, but we're going to be getting them all ready for the rest of the summer. So we've made a start on one of the chairs, but you can see here this one's been sat out for over a month and already it's starting to silver and grey with the elements. So let's head into the workshop and make a start. Right, a few months ago we picked up some new garden furniture. It's lovely stuff. It's made from nice slow-growing Siberian larch, so it had that nice sort of honey golden colour when it arrived, more like what you can see underneath here. Any amount of time out in the UV and in the rain, it's soon gonna grey up, which is fine. But we've taken a sander to this to lighten it back up a little bit, so we can get this UV oil on. This will put off that that greying a little bit longer than if it was just left bare, and offer it a bit more protection. So let's talk about the options. UV oil from OSMO is what I've used for loads of joinery, internal as well, when I did the oak frame, and it's good. It's really good on things like cladding, oak frames and beams, but as soon as you've got a horizontal surface, it's not so good. So it's not designed to be used for a garden table or anything like that. Whereas this one, which the manufacturer of this furniture and other subscribers have mentioned in the past, is more of a penetrating oil, and hopefully this will be fine for just about everything. So we're going to give this one a go this time. Okay, so the name of this is Owatrol or textrol or restorationcouple. There's all sorts of names and brands on there. We're going to be going on with 2 coats. It says 15 minutes in between, so it should be relatively straightforward, unlike the OSMO, which takes longer. You need to leave it probably a day or more in between. So it's definitely going on much more like an oil than a varnish, and I think when you apply OSMO you almost treat it like an external varnish, even though it's a little bit different. This you could probably put on with a rag. I like the idea of spraying it. That would be good if you were doing it on a larger scale. So we moved outside because the chair's just a little bit big to mess around with inside, and it's not raining. So this is where it really would have made sense to do them as soon as we received them, because they were that really light colour. I think we kind of saved it. It didn't go too silver, but hopefully this is going to hold off that silvering that will happen with the UV light and the rain and all sorts. And the other chair, unfortunately, last night I left a sore sat on the arm, and of course a little bit of moisture and steel on anything like larch, and we've got this black strip, and maybe a bit of oxalic acid will take it out, but it doesn't take much. That's why all these are stainless steel fixings in here. That's our first coat done on all 3 bits. We're going to leave it to dry 15-20 minutes, and then we go straight on with the second one, and then we'll wipe off after that. Okay, I'm going on with the second coat on the stool. A couple of things to mention. This is sold as the clear. I think we went for clear. But it says you can tint it. I wouldn't want to because this is already taking it a step darker, but if you wanted to, you can add a tint, I guess, to whatever colour you want. But it seems to me like this is performing, in colour-wise, it's about the same as the OSMO UV Clear. I haven't used this on oak yet, but it kind of gives the same sort of warmer feel to it. I guess just the fact that it's oil-based will always yellow it up a little bit. Let's see if I can swap these out. So no matter how easy it goes on, or how nice it is to work with, or even how nice it looks when it's finished, doesn't really matter. This video is not really that helpful until we're 4 or 5 years down the line and you've seen how well it's performed. But judging by the fact that it's an oil, I'm hoping that it's going to perform just as well here as that it will kind of on the vertical surfaces. So if any of you have used this before and have got any feedback, then let us know in the comments. Right, before we get on and sand this second chair, you can see here this is 4 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks since we've bought these, and they came, you know, beautifully pale and honey coloured. This is the sort of silvering that's already happened. We're going to give it a sand so it, you know, they match, but to give it some sort of comparison, that's what it's like. And if I tip it up, this arm here is being sanded, so we're back to pale there. There's a nice little comparison. And as I was mentioning earlier, where the saw was sat over the night, last night, you know, a bit of mild steel, cast iron, anything like that sat on larch, oak, cedar, it just makes an absolute mess of it. So if I can be bothered in a minute, I'll mix up some oxalic acid and we'll get that on there and see if we can bleach that out. So this door would probably be just as well suited if I'd gone with the OSMO. It's in a protected place, it's all vertical surfaces. But again, the fact that this stuff is going to dry quicker, we get 2 coats on, I can get the hardware back on and get it hung and secure by the end of the day. So I'm hoping that this, I mean, this is just a redwood door. We're going to be lining the inside and insulating it to beef it up a little bit, but this oil should work in the same way here as well. So look, I don't want to be slagging off OSMO. I've used it for years. It is still my go-to finish for furniture and worktops and things like that. But out here, it's an example of what I was on about. So the side of these, this was the oak tinted UV oil. So it's a slightly darker colour. It's even more protection if it's one of the tinted versions. So this is held up great. These have been down 5 years, nice and solid, no flaking, and it's held its colour. Up top though, you can see already we've recoated this once a couple of years ago. Already most of the oak is now visible, it's greying. You know, water sits on here during the winter. That's not a problem, it's not going to rot anytime soon. But what it does mean is that tint has faded, it's peeled off, and most of this is now just grey oak. So it's something to consider if it's a piece of furniture or something like this where there's a horizontal surface. It might be that OSMO is not the answer, and something more like a penetrating oil or even more of a natural oil is the way to go. Well, there we have it. New product. We'll see how it performs. Like I said, love to hear your experiences if you've used this one before. I'll leave a link to what we've used down in the description so you can find it for yourself. Remember, this isn't a sponsored video. We bought this oil months ago intending to do a video. We bought it even before the chairs, but anyway, there it is. I'm going to go and do that second chair now. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.